Go get it.
Uh-oh, go
Try
catch
to
it.
get it.
Good. Whoa.
Oh.
Try again. You
Good
got
job.
it.
Yay.
Almost a
All
strike.
right, almost.
Uh-oh. There you go. Good job.
Yes.
Whoa. There you go. Now push.
Go to your 9. Here I come. There you are.
Woo.
July 4th, 2012, Benjamin was here. Came about 3.5 weeks early, and the moment he was born, I knew. They kind of whisked him away, and all of these nurses and doctors came running into the room, and it was very quiet, and no one said anything for a while, and eventually the doctor looked at me and said, "We suspect that he has Down syndrome." The pediatrician came in to confirm his diagnosis, and they told us that she first came in and said that she was so sorry, but Benjamin has Down syndrome. And immediately she started going into all of these things and limitations of things that he wouldn't do and couldn't be able to do because of him having Down syndrome. I told her that I didn't really agree with her and I would like her to leave. So the next day I had a nurse that came in to talk with me. She had a little girl with Down syndrome, and she came in and told me how amazing her little girl was. That I could kind of set, and Benjamin will set the path for himself, and that I don't need to listen to the doctors that are out there telling me what he can and cannot do. Benjamin will really kind of chart his own course. So she also gave me the information for first steps. And that's really how we got started with New Perceptions.
I started working with Ben about this time of year, 5 years ago. So he was just a baby. He had some therapy needs for feeding and eating, and weight gain was a concern. And so OTs and early intervention start that process of, helping children and families primarily work with the needs for getting them, strengthening their oral motor skills, and then working on safe feeding too. And from that point forward, he just kept progressing, and he's been with us now for 5 years.
So a few of the challenges that he faces is he has sensory processing disorder, and that's really where a lot of the services that he's receiving from New Perceptions are focused on, specifically with eating. When Benjamin was first born, he did not have a suck-swallow breathe pattern, so that was where Mary came in and taught us how to feed him with a bottle and teach him ways that he wouldn't choke as he was eating. She was the first one that fed him baby food and working on crackers and solids, and to this day continues to work on other foods. He also has low muscle tone, so another area that Mary focuses on doing some strengthening exercises. So his low tone makes it very hard for him to walk independently up and down steps, jumping, marching, things of that nature. So Mary works to kind of build up that core strength, build up his upper body strength as well.
I think for Benjamin too, he is such a little guy that doesn't give up. And so seeing that perseverance, I learned from him to persevere even without, if you're having a bad day and, you just see his smile and you just it melts all the negative thoughts that come through. And knowing that, he may live a life just like you and I do with, goals in mind and a job and, independent living. And that's, I think, with the family support that he has and the perseverance that Ben carries within himself, I see great things for his future.
Can you tell everybody what you like to do with Benjamin? What do you and Benjamin like to play?
We like to play, swim in the pool and play pirates and play laser tag.
Just because somebody tells you your child can't do that doesn't mean that they can't. you can push them, and that child can and will achieve, giving them the right supports and the right people. And we love Miss Mary. She came in, and I remember she left, and we just had this kind of this hope, this like it was going to be okay. She knew what she was talking about. She was going to help. And she also came in and saw Benjamin for Benjamin. A lot of places that we went, they focused on Down syndrome. She came in and she focused on Benjamin.